Next, we're going to continue to look at the technology that's helping to bring further social underpinnings to display. So Stephen Kim has just started this conversation today, but there's more to come via ShareThis. ShareThis's Chief Executive Officer, Tim Schigel, is here to tell us more. Prior to founding ShareThis, Tim was a director with Blue Chip Ventures, where he led the firm's investment in marketing and technology leaders such as Advertising.com, Nielsen Buzzmetrics, and Third Screen Media. So please join me in welcoming to the stage from ShareThis, Tim Schigel. Have fun.
Thank you. Thank you very much. And it's great to be here on the IAB stage here with the IAB team and Randy. Actually, he probably remembers when we were starting the idea for ShareThis, some of my friends at Procter & Gamble introduced me and said, you should go talk to Randy about it. And apparently he liked it enough that now we're here. So my name again, Tim Schigel from ShareThis. You've probably seen us across the web. We provide sharing tools, free sharing tools for publishers. So if you have a blog or a website and you want to have a number of sharing tools on that site, such as email, Facebook, Twitter, et cetera, you might be having our tools. And one of the advantages is to give you analytics. Now, we have about 1 million websites using ShareThis, and we're #1 in ComScore for distributed media properties in the US with a reach of 176 million uniques a month, which is roughly 82% of the online US population. So the insight here for brands was that sharing was going to be a very important part of our online experience. There's so much information out there that we're becoming more and more dependent on each other for finding that information. And for publishers, your users are your most important syndication channel. So we said, let's focus on those publishers. Let's help them. Let's help that syndication happen better, more freely through a number of different services so that users can share in any way that they feel that's appropriate. So recently, what I'm here to tell you about is that we've started working with advertisers. The reason we started doing this is because we said this is a very valuable experience, and we want to prove the value of it. So we build large audiences of people that are sharing on any topic you'd choose. You tell us the topics, whether it's 20 or 200, and we'll find you people sharing those things. And we'll connect brands with those people across the web. Again, at large size and large scale. These are some of the brands that we've been working with just in the last 6 months that have found that this sharing signal across the web is extremely relevant, and we're seeing some really great results. And I wanted to share some of that with you. First of all, though, just to emphasize, the people are the channel now. I think this has been said a few times probably today, but really the people are the channel. You have to work through those people that are sharing that word of mouth and activate it and know how it's being activated and being able to engage those users. We have, whether it's through us or others, we have found that engagement and that power of influence is there. And what's great about the internet now is you can measure it. In the past, marketers knew word of mouth was the strongest thing out there. Now we can actually measure it and see it. So actually this week, at Internet Week, we announced and launched the result of the biggest research ever done on sharing that we did in partnership with Starcom MediaVest. And there are a few key takeaways. One is it has to do with the myth of the influential. From the beginning, we said, it's not about the few influencers that have a huge amount of followers or friends. It's about everyday people who tell their everyday friends, this is the car you should buy, this is the soap you should use, et cetera, et cetera. And it turns out the data confirms this, that basically everyone who shares is an influencer. People tend to share on one specific topic. 80% of people share on only one topic in a given month. So that was one important takeaway. You need to find those everyday influencers and find a lot of them. The other thing is it's about moments of relevance, right? So we may be a Facebook fan for one moment, but then that moment disappears. We don't sit on the fan page all day long thinking about our favorite candy bar or dishwashing soap. We might at a specific moment, and that's what's the important thing to capture and understand that when that's happening across the web, again, at scale. So we believe that scale and relevance are hugely important. And that's why I was really excited about sharing, because sharing is something everybody does. And it existed before the internet. And it's just a matter of which tools are people using at any one given time to understand how that sharing is taking place. So what we've done now is I'll explain to you how this works exactly. So we see the sharing from different people sharing through different channels. We analyze the content on those pages. So, and to do that, we didn't use some of the standard classification systems that were used for advertising categorization because we felt that sharing was different. It wasn't just about keywords. It wasn't about just a fixed number of segments. We really wanted something that was driven by the wisdom of the crowd, right? So we were the first company to actually use the structure of Wikipedia as our classification system. This allows us to have millions of topics that are organized as a graph and as humans define it. And that allows us to really do a good job of accurately defining what people are sharing. And then once we find those people, we can deliver ads in the right place wherever they happen to be surfing across the web. So it's social advertising for the entire web. It's not limited to advertising within any specific social network, but anywhere the user exists. So then that allows us to do the really cool stuff, which is once we know the right people, let's start making interesting social interactive ad units that can target those people and bring in either friend information or let them share the ads themselves. So we're really seeing a lot of creativity here now with a lot of the brands we're working with, because now that they know what topics their users are most interested in, they can start to really engage them and activate them. And the results have been pretty good, actually really good. And I'm very excited about this because we do a number of campaigns that are performance-driven campaigns, but I was really interested in hitting into the brand impact because I think that's where the big opportunity is for future growth in internet advertising. This is an example of one of the studies where the results were measured, these 3 metrics for interaction for the brand, and measured against both the brand average as well as the CPG category average. And as you see, the results were anywhere from 1.6 to 3 times those category averages. And we're seeing a lot of other results that are like this. And what's important about this is that sharing helps reach people going up the funnel to awareness and consideration, right? Because not only does sharing represent a good measure of intent, but the act of sharing. If I share something with my friend, I know what my friend likes and dislikes. That friend trusts me. When I share with them, I'm creating awareness. For example, I recently bought this cool guitar. I play guitar. And I wasn't in the market for a guitar, but a friend who knew me shared something with me about this certain type of guitar. Next thing you know, I have 2 of them, right? That's the power of that word of mouth. That's the power of sharing as it relates to reaching new audiences. So it goes beyond a lot of the tools that are used today for retargeting, for example, to really help you reach new audiences at scale. The other interesting piece of information is on this chart. Hopefully you can see it. This is the ability to predict whether somebody's going to convert or not in a particular campaign against a number of categories across the bottom. And the 3 lines represent people who've shared something on that topic, people who've searched on that topic, and then the top line is people who've actually received. And what you see is that the people who receive content from people who share with them actually outperform search. Again, makes a lot of sense. You know your friends, you know what they like or dislike, they trust you, you share something with them, it becomes extremely relevant, and the results now are coming through for us. So we're very excited about that. And when you think about it, up till now on the web's been a perfect direct response marketing vehicle, right? And search has been the primary tool or weapon that we've used for direct response marketing. But brands have been on the sidelines, and they didn't have a tool, and search doesn't really lend itself to brand advertising. And we think sharing is the platform that brand advertising will be built on. So thank you very much. And if you have any questions or want to see the study, you can get a hold of me at tim@sharethis.com. Thank you.